Good morning, I'm Sergeant Ling with the Hawaiian Humane Society, one of the lead investigators here. Today we're going to go on a ride along, a day in life with an investigator. We're going to go and see how people care for their dogs and handle some complaints for neglect. Right now, first call of the day, we just got dispatched to the Kapolei police station to pick up a stray dog. Apparently officers were called out to the scene this morning where somebody reported a dog running loose. Hi, bud. So they were able to contain the dog and transported it to their station. Inside. He looks like a pretty friendly dog. He's wagging his tail. Come, bud. Grab him for me. I'm gonna scan him for a chip to see if he's got an owner. Yay. Okay. You don't like it? Not gonna hurt you. I'm gonna let her try calm down first before we try anything else. She's a little nervous, that's why. She already tried to bite, so. Rather than me going too close to her, she may turn around and nip out of fear, right? So I'll use a different scanner, which is a little bit more safer and more friendlier for her. Come, bud. Sit, come here. Yeah. So our pulse scanners are a little bit longer. It'll give us a little more leverage and separation, you know, from them, and scanning them is a lot more safer. I'll go try to get closer to her. Yeah. There we go. Hey, good news. She has a chip. Yep, let's go run her chip and let's see if we can get you home. Yeah, buddy. So this is our microchip scanner. What it does is it'll show a series of numbers, which I can punch into our database. And if it's registered, it'll pop up. If it's not, then I'm gonna have to call the national database to do research. Bingo, she's in our system. I'll go ahead and give the owner a call. In our system, the dog lives about 40 miles away. So unfortunately, the number has been disconnected. That's gonna make it a little more difficult for me to get in touch with the owner. But the dog's name is Nashville. I'm gonna see if you have any further information as how I can get in touch with her owner. Microchipping is very important. We encourage everyone to microchip their pet. Reasons for this being when they run away or become a stray, we scan every animal that comes through our door. And when an animal has a chip, we make every effort to research them thoroughly to try to locate their owner, to get reunited back home quickly, and try to avoid bringing them to our shelters where a lot of times they're overcrowded and so forth. Obviously, she's very well cared for. Her teeth are clean. She's of normal weight. Looks like she's being fed very well, yeah? Hawaiian Humane Society always is within partnership with the Honolulu Police Department. With the help of Sergeant here from the police department, was able to research in their system a little further to see if we can still reunite Nashville back with her owner. Apparently, the owner has been relocated due to being in the military, has rehomed the dog to somebody else. They're going to help locate that person and get back with us. So in the meantime, what we're gonna do is we'll transport Nashville back to the shelter, which would be out in Eva, and she'll be held there until we locate Nashville's owner. As I'm doing the intake process for Nashville, the process takes a little long due to the fact that there's a lot of information that I need to put in here. And every information that I put in here is very vital to each animal that comes into us. Something is missing that should be important, that should be in there. It'll delay the process of the animal being here where the animal could get home quicker. Or if the animal comes in so severely injured and a vet examines the animal and I don't have something vital in here, it may delay the examination on the vet's process. The photo of the animal is very important because photos go into our lost and found. The public views our website for lost pets. They can view a photo of their pet on here and it gets their pet home a lot quicker. Okay, so we're in the eval room right now with the assistance of veterinary staff. We're gonna take Nashville out of her crate and let her come out. Sometimes when they're in the crate and we try to leash them, they get a little nervous. But she's out and she's running around. She seems very friendly. What we're gonna do is we're gonna vaccinate her, and then after that, we're gonna go ahead and put her in a kennel with some nice bedding and food and water. Yeah, Nashville, good. She's a little shy and nervous right now. She's like, oh, yeah, see, that's what she does.
So
yeah,
Nashville is a little stressed out right now. We're gonna put her on this thing called Calm Down. Calm Down could last either 1 to 2 days or even weeks, depends on how the dog adjusts to the shelter. Once she's more acclimated to her environment, then we can go ahead and vaccinate her.
I gotta go finish up her paperwork. Yeah, I'm still processing Nashville. So what people don't realize is we were at the police station earlier this morning. From the time we picked up Nashville to the time we transported her here to the shelter, and me entering all her notes and into her records, the processing has already taken about an hour and a half. And probably another half an hour for me to finish up her record. So the processing on the animals and being very detailed is very lengthy. And that is just one dog. Imagine me bringing in 2 to 3 dogs. So every animal at the shelter will get a cage card on their kennel, which identifies the animal. And it's gonna have an orange sticker because she kind of a little nipped earlier on Calm Down now. We wanna let the walkers know to be careful when bringing her out, when they take her on 2 walks. Okay, so yeah, we just took Nashville to the Kosasa family shelter. We did her stray pickup there. So we left her in a nice kennel with a warm blanket with some fresh food and water. So now we're gonna head over to a complaint. It's a welfare check. Involves 2 roosters tied to a clothesline in the Kameki area. Hello? Hi, how are you? I'm with the Humane Society. Humane Society, Animal Police. You guys own a rooster over here? Chicken? Is there somebody that ties it up? Somebody who can see into the property is saying that sometimes the kids, they have the rooster tied and they pull it and they swing it and they try to lure other roosters to come and they think they're trying to fight them. You think that might be happening? I mean, kids gonna be kids, right? They wanna, and it's okay because you wanna have a bond with kids and animals, but there's a way to humanely treat the animal and not hurt them, right?
My son loves the chicken.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you wanna teach him that, you know, to be kind.
He doesn't say.
So a little bit of education, right? Any living creature, according to the animal cruelty statute, right, needs to be treated humanely. So roosters included, right? So if they're gonna play with the roosters, that's fine. You know, you wanna have the bond, right? Let the kids play with the animals, they don't enjoy it. But the minute they tie it out and they start swinging it to try to lure the other, that's reckless, yeah, that's inhumane. That's what we don't want. We don't wanna have the chicken get injured in any way, yeah? So I thank you for your time. And if you can just maybe educate them when they come home, yeah? Okay? Thank you. Okay, so we just came from that welfare check there. So obviously somebody complained about chickens being tied up on short leashes and feels that the kids are treating the roosters inhumane by tying them up and letting the birds lure each other with the intentions of possibly cockfighting, but no evidence of that at this time. We'll definitely provide some education to her kids when they come home from school about proper caring and treatment of the roosters so that the roosters don't get harmed or injured in any way. So a little bit of education was provided to her. She was very receptive to my suggestions. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll document the case and I'll close it out. As we're driving along King Street 2, you're gonna notice that there's a lot of homeless along the sidewalks here on King Street, and some of them have dogs. And so for the most part, they do provide proper care for their animals. They do have food and they have water out for them. A lot of them do take advantage of our outreach pet food bank. So we have pet food bank at our shelter and the Kosasa family shelter on specific days of the week. On our website, you can locate the dates and times. And we'll give out food for their pets, people who have hardship and having a hard time providing. Oftentimes too, we do carry food in our trucks. Sometimes we'll come upon something in our case, and if they need food, we'll help them out with supplying them with food. All in all, today was A fairly steady day. I started at 6 o'clock, my normal shift time. Hit the road, we had to respond to that HPD call for the stray dog at the police station. And then we handled a couple of welfare check complaints. You know, the chicken tied to the short rope. And then this complaint on in Kamaki where the dog was observed tied on a short leash in the hot sun without any water. Good thing about it is when I got there, the dog was in the house. I could hear it barking in the house and it was not tied out there. So we'll follow up with the owner later with some education, letting them know that if they're gonna tie it out, make sure that there's at least shelter, protection from the wind, rain, and sun. Now we'll go back to the shelter because it's going towards the end of my shift where I'm gonna go back and do paperwork. Fun stuff, huh?